Xin Chao, what's up everybody? How we doing today? We're on a beautiful Thursday here in gorgeous Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. In this video today, they've officially approved the 90-day visa. Now what? Here's what we're gonna have to do is you're gonna be preparing, are you gonna have to, are you gonna limit the amount, etc., etc., etc. We're just gonna talk all about the 90-day visa and how you can prepare and what I think is gonna happen and my tips and tricks for you for coming on over, because I know a lot of you people were waiting specifically for the 90-day visa before you'll be making a jump over to Vietnam. I think the number one thing we should focus on with the 90-day visa, my biggest concern as somebody that would be potentially moving here, if I cannot get access to a high-end bank account that waives withdrawal fees, such as like a Fidelity or a Charles Schwab, would be getting a checking account here. Are you going to be able to actually get a checking card in Vietnam? Will you be able to open a bank account? Will you actually get issued an ATM card? Now, I think the biggest thing, in my opinion, is to just be able to open up a checking account. I don't care so much about getting a debit card, although of course that makes it 100 times more convenient. I think there's no problem in just being able to set up a checking account, and then you can simply just wire transfer large chunks of money and go in and pull the cash out of the bank in person. That's kind of how that operates. Who's she picking on? Hello. So I think that would be a pretty big deal. That's probably going to be the first thing that we're going to need to know. You know, of course there's ways around it. There's people that are doing it now. You know, pre-COVID, you used to be able to get a checking account with a 90-day or longer visa. So we'll see what happens. However, they did change some banking stuff right before COVID that terminated your debit card usage if you did not have a TRC of some sort. Pretty much until they have a retirement visa, guys, in all actual honesty, the TRC is really the only viable route to actually get stuff done, which would be the temporary resident card. So to be honest with you, that is going to be the best actual route until they have some kind of actual retirement visa, which I would think, since what a lot of things you don't see is a lot of the news is write articles about other countries, especially in Southeast Asia, and Vietnam news has been feverishly writing about Malaysia, pretty much retirement visa, long-term, like 20-year visas, and like how it's working and not working. They talk a lot about the Thai elite visa here. They already talk a lot about these longer-term visas in other countries around here. So they already know. They are already looking at it. My big concern, though, would be able to, I can just open a actual checking account under this new 90-day e-visa. Now, a lot of people are bringing up concern. This is the main concern now, that you're not going to be able to do it back to back to back. I don't see why or how that would make sense for them to do now out of nowhere. They've never done that on their visas ever. So, I mean, at this point, why would they change it this one time? You know, they already know people are going to live on the 90-day here. They already know people live on the 1 month. So, in my opinion, they will not be doing that. They will not be making it to where you can only do like one 90-day and then you can get a second one, and then maybe you got to pay some fee for a third. I highly doubt that they would do that. They do that in Thailand because they have to. Or you would just have people just stay. You know, on the topic of Thailand, a bunch of live streamers that do the same thing I do got in trouble. And for my Patreon video today, I'm going to talk about what I think these guys did. Were they in the right? Were they in the wrong? Should they be in trouble? It's going to be a pretty good conversation. So if you want to check that out, you can go over to patreon.com/fatandbroke. It's a crowdfunded site with people that support me. Sign up and you can help support me each month. So it's a great way to help me, and then you get additional content. And then if you want to go on a private tour, you can sign up for a private tour on there, send me a DM, and have access to me. So yeah, I'll be talking about those guys in the Thailand guys on the Patreon. I'm going to shoot that video next. So I think, you know, the biggest thing is going to be getting the checking account. Other than that, I think it's going to be easy sailing. Everybody else can already do everything here on the 30-day. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be looking at this video that haven't moved here yet and haven't taken the plunge on the 30-day e-visa. So now you will be actually moving. And everything's doing the same. The only thing that's going to change that could be better is, are you going to be able to get a checking account? That's going to be the big difference. And besides the 30 to 90 days. Like I was saying, I would be totally shocked. My inside people tell me that there's going to be no limitation on the 90-day visa. So I'd be completely shocked. I could see potentially if they did do one, maybe you can renew 2 times and then you've got to stay out for like a month. Is usually how that's done. So that could possibly happen. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens, but that's most likely, if something was going to happen, that's how that deal would go. So, yeah, that would be my big concern. As far as getting housing, shit, nobody cares about that. This might be one of the easiest countries to get an apartment that I know of, that I've ever been to. They check literally nothing. They never even asked me what kind of visa I was on at any place I've ever rented. So they don't really care. So don't go offering up any extra information. Like, so many people do dumb, weird shit when they move here. Like, they'll start asking ahead of time. They'll be like, well, I have the tourist visa. Is that okay? Can we get the lease? Like, as they're wanting the apartment. And then they're like, no, you have a tourist thing. So just don't say anything. You know, this is the way. I don't know why people act like it's really hard to move here. It's super easy. So, I mean, if you're on the fence and if you're wanting to move here, your time is now. You would be keen and wise to start planning to move here. You should already be selling all your stuff, as I've talked about on my move to Vietnam videos. A big key thing you need to do is really just sell everything you own. So if you're not selling everything you own and you're moving, you need to get on that. I gave away 50% of my stuff. So I mean, you know, anytime I see these videos that go viral where it's like, what's that fucking con artist guy's name? The new Tony Robbins. Oh, Gary Vee. Whenever I see Gary Vee telling people to get rich by like going to garage sales and buying shit and reselling, it's the worst idea. 10 years ago, sure, but that's a super saturated and almost impossible market now. You're not going to make money. Nobody wants to pay for anything anymore used, unless it's a highly, highly sought after, extremely rare item. And those are already all picked over now. So making money in that field, I wouldn't recommend that to people right now. You would have to hustle and work 12 hours a day to make that be profitable, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, the big thing's going to be the checking. You're going to get housing, no problem. Figure out which city you want to live in. I recommend Saigon. I always will. We're in the rainy season now. I'm going to talk about that next. But I mean, yeah, I think it's all good things coming. I think they know that it would piss off people if they did an expiration on the 90-day, like only letting you do it once. So I can almost guarantee you that won't happen. I'd be willing to bet 2 Bitcoins on it that won't happen. Very, very, very odd and rare if that did happen. That's all I really got for this video. That's really the big thing. I mean, the 90-day thing is huge news. Extending the no visa at all to 45 days for all the countries, 80 countries, huge. Anybody that says they didn't do this right can go fuck off. Everything's not going to happen right away. As far as I'm concerned, the 90-day needed to happen. It happened. It's going to be available. It's going to be easy to live here. Everything's good. What more do you need? As ever, if you want to see me live stream, I'm over on kick.com/fatandbroke. I thank you all for watching my videos. We're shooting a bunch today. Should have enough for the next week as I live stream the end of the week usually. I think the live stream schedule is going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. For sure. Those are going to be the set in stone. Or the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I haven't decided yet. We're figuring it all out. We're kind of going as we go. So as ever, thank you for watching. Stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.